am alive. Yes, am live. Am live. Am live. Okie dokie then. This whole chapter is going to be the longest chapter in all the other chapters that I've ever done. also another thing of the what you call it, the Warring Knight boss fight. I was able to get a little bit farther. I thought it was the second last fucking attack, but nah. Heat bit more. I'm not sure if I actually have to fucking get its health all the way down, because if I do, then it's like I gotta go back and I probably won't be able to do that boss fight if I actually have to get its health all the way down. I'm pretty sure they would have thought about like, oh, the people probably don't like actually focus on the weapons because some people might want to do this the pacifist route, which I don't really care about doing the pacifist route. I'll do the pacifist route if it's easier, if it's not harder, you know. It's like I'll do it if it's not hard, but the thing is, like, I just don't really care about the like weapons I usually get. So if I have to get the tilt all the way down to beat it, then it's probably not gonna happen. I hope not. I hope that I at least almost done with the fucking boss fight. I'll be back. I'm back. You know what else is back? Deltarune. Deltarune. Let's get in this. Alright, the story should be wrapping up now. Should be about the last bit, I'd say, honestly. Yeah, deltarune broke again. Damn, I'm just gonna stop doing that. Hopefully this will be the last time. The bell ring out judgment. Do not ring. Judgment was decreed. You have been kind. It seems you have spared everyone you could. I could. Ah, it's all gone. The fountain. I can feel its presence just past this wall. Hey, Wait. The hell are we going to climb up there now? Friends need help. Mr. Jack, what are you doing here? It's dangerous. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. That's a fucking classic. Yeah, get back to the study, dude. Jack, fear no danger. Friends help Jack climb out of pits and bad feeling and loneliness. Jack will help friends climb anything now. Not like we have another choice anyway. Oh, okay, okie dokie. On my shoulders, please. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Well, become thin here. Let's be careful. No worries, Jack, just hang on and... You guys, the hell are you doing here? We apologize for our battle realization. Belted realization? I don't know. But you three are the heroes, are you not? The story of your kindness has become legendary. Oh, cool. And so, pastis, we come to aid you in your battle. Go forth and defeat the knight. Sweet. Everyone, thank you so much. Hey guys, being nice kinda pays off. Now let's go kick that knight's ass. It's getting dark. Let's stick together. Ouch. What? Damn it. It's so dark we can't see anything. If this keeps up, we'll be... Chris? Chris, what is that light? Should've went behind the thing. What? Oh, okay, I think that's gonna happen constantly. I don't think I have a choice. Yeah, because like... Susie, what are you doing? Look, I'm going to let Chris hog all the bullets. I can't dodge this. It's just, I just gotta keep doing. Susie, Chris, as long as there's any pain I can take in your place, I'll be there, okay? What a coincidence. Just in time. Looks like that's the end of it. Yeah. Let's finish this. A red flame, it glows hesitantly. Return to save point. Nah, I'm good. Do that. Just because I'm holding down the button, fuck off, man. You. Nowhere to run this time, dumbass. I don't know where you've put Toriel, but it's over. That one's just past you, isn't it? That means we don't even have to beat you. All we have to do is get past you and it's over. You can't beat us in the light world, can you? That's why you keep running, isn't it? Hey, what's so funny? Chris, why are they laughing? You're laughing because you know I'm right, don't you? You lose that fountain. It's over. Don't make another fountain. No. Yeah, Attack on Titan vibes. That's actually sick, I'm not gonna lie. What is that thing? It's a Titan. The hell is a... There's no time to explain. Everyone climb on it. It won't attack it. It won't attack itself. watch it.
Looks like we're safe.
For the time being, if we stay here, it's only a matter of time until it finds us.
Rosie, what the hell is that thing?
When the fountain's power becomes too strong, when the flow of darkness roars wild, it makes that a titan. It's the fear of dark. It's the bump in the night. It's the shadow of the backside of your mind. It has no consciousness. It only exists through story.
Well, how the hell are we supposed to beat it?
I don't think we can. It's hatching so fast. Unless, Chris, you can seal the fountains, can't you? Maybe if the Titans is anything like a fountain, you could. It's found us. Let's find a place to climb back on fast. If we jump here, we can make it back on. Wait a sec.
Why is there fetuses here?
What? It's already spawning?
Do we have to attack it? Thanks, Juan.
I guess that does nothing. Is everyone alright?
Yeah, let's get back on. Hurry, something's coming after us.
Fuck. Fuck. Get up. Fuck.
Does it look like we can go much higher? Elsie, are you okay?
I'm fine, just a little rattled. Susie.
Don't mention it. Let's go.
No, it's the bell down there. A world bask in purest light beneath its groove, eternal night. The light and dark both burning dire, a countdown to the earth's expire. Mars. It fountains freed, the warring cries, in Titan's shape form from darkness eyes.
End of the line, huh?
It seems so.
Guess we just wait for the Titan to show up, huh?
No. It's already been here the whole time.
Hey, dumbass. Don't know if you got the memo, but we're heroes. And there's a whole lot of stuff written in our lives we haven't gotten to see yet. So get out of our way. Or as soon as my hands stop shaking, my axe is gonna chop you in half. Got it? Chris, Rousey, let's go.
Sure, let's check it, I guess. 940, 800 defense. much to rebuild. This song is so good, bro. Attack, its defense is down. Okay. Ouch. Oh, damn it. I don't know. gonna die. What the fuck? Fortunate. Unfucking fortunate. forgetting I have that. Yeah, I should have fucking used that last fucking attack. That was unfortunate. Oh, hell no. Fucking turn. I don't know why I fucking misread it like that, but whatever. It's not gonna help. God. cool. My heroes. It was difficult, but I managed to climb up to support you. Please take what is in the treasure box. I just took it anyways. I don't give a fuck if you wanted me to have it or not. But thanks, I guess. Now that I know I can actually do that, I'm pretty much just spam that. Ouch.
Did we do it? Hey, wait. What is it? What is it doing?
It's regenerating.
Okay, do it. Hey, Rosie, how do we stop it?
I don't know. It seems we're only damaging its outer shell. As long as the inside is intact, this battle will just keep. I suppose we just have to keep on fighting.
What are y'all what are y'all all giving up for? You're not out of ideas yet, are you? Oh man, I thought you were. I was looking for a change in scenery, but this is a bit ridiculous. Come on, let's get this fellow. Yeah.
Showing on the old man and Susie.
Yeah, not bad. Right? Still, we've only harmed its outer shell.
Then you know what to do, right?
First, I got an idea. But, you're gonna have to put your lifeline in my hands. Kinda literally. Yeah, what am I asking? You both know I got this, right? Let's go. Nah, screw it. Get dunked on. Nice. A classic. An absolute classic. We did it? Hey, Chris, what's the deal with that red heart thingy? Is that your... Wait a sec. The old man. Come on, we still gotta talk to him. Chris. Chris, you're alright. I can't believe it actually worked. We actually defeated a Titan. If we can do that, then... Chris, where's Susie? Susie, wait! The last prophecy. The story's end. No! Susie, stop! And then, when all hope is lost for the tale, the final tragedy unveils. To save the worlds, there is only one way. Susie, don't look! Susie, I'm sorry, I saw that. Shut up. The hell are you apologizing for? You're worried about that? Seriously? This stupid prophecy? Like something like that would happen. I wouldn't let it happen. Chris wouldn't let it happen. And obviously, you wouldn't let it happen. So, why wouldn't you laugh? This is just stupid. Stop crying, okay? Everything's gonna be alright. Hey, Chris, let's go seal the fountain, alright? A little bit of improv there. Susie, she's a really nice person, Chris. How can she be so kind? How? I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry I didn't say the whole prophecy at first. I thought if I said something different, if we did something different, if we were just kind enough, perhaps by the time we got here, it will change. But no matter what we do, our fate is already decided. Sorry, don't look at me. I don't mean to always make everything about me. I'm sorry. Everything's okay, Chris. Look, I'm smiling. You got blood on your face for it. Good to keep smiling.
Chris, you. I'm scared. It's getting harder and harder to just stand there smiling all the time. To be the one pretending I'm not afraid to, but being with you two, the more I'm with you two, I realize friendship isn't just about being happy all the time. It's something far, far greater than I could have imagined. I want to believe again. I want to believe it can change. That there isn't just one ending. Susie's hope, her naive hope. It's infectious, isn't it, Chris? So until we see fate with our own eyes, let's believe too. Chris, you can go to the fountain now. Susie's waiting. Chris, you were cool when you played the piano earlier. Oh, thanks, man. You're gay for crying. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Being gay can be cool. Only then will the worlds be saved.
Hey, Chris. Can I tell you a stupid dream I have? No matter what, I want to keep being friends with you and Railsy. When the sun comes up again, I want tomorrow to be the same as yesterday. And the next day, to be just the same as that. That in the end, we can always go back to the way things were before. You don't have to say anything back, Chris. I know. You're thinking the same thing. Aren't you, dumbass? Susie's smiling, which seems to defeat everything. Shined on in front of you, and for a moment, it was as if all darkness had been blown away. As if in imitation, your soul began to glow. Ah, there's a song. Toriel. Hey, Knight. Chris. Was Toriel even? Let's just go. smells nice. After the rain. I just looked around, right? This is the place. No point in going out back there. I highly doubt there's anything over there. I mean, I could still check, but I don't think it is. Can't even walk anymore. Or run. I mean, I guess I could see if she'll notice the... Garrison, honored historian, author, and teacher. Yeah. Nope. Fair enough. I guess I can't go anywhere else. Doesn't make sense. Everything's closed now. Stand to replace the pizza place while it's closed. Somehow it's more sanitary. Beautiful. It's quiet inside. Peek in. Sure. Zing zang zag rug. Flat screen TV, regular looking kitchen. It's a bit messy, but nothing special. Bossman's still here? Nah, he's not. Unfortunate. Stop doing that, Jesus Christ. So, do you mind if I... Oh, Chris? Yeah, I was spoiled on this part. Oh, you boys ready to do the Sans boss fight? I have not danced this jitterbug like this in ages. Well, you ain't bugging me, so judder away. I did the fucking Patrick version. Why didn't the skeleton have anybody to dance with? because he had nobody to dance with. Ah. Good one. Not only did you totally botch that joke, but I'm dancing with you, so it doesn't make any sense. Are we interrupting something? Oh, Chris, Snoozy. No, you're not interrupting anything. We were looking for you at church and... Sorry. I canceled choir practice today due to the rain. The weather was so bad and... Chris, Susie, have you met Mr. Chasance? Hey. Oh, Susie, did you want to stay over again? You could just sleep in our Azrael's bed, huh? I think I gotta be going, actually. Oh, alright. See you later, honey. I mean, Susie, haha. Later. Chris, is Susie okay? Hey, she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll figure it all out. Meanwhile, let's get back to business. Chris, what about you? You want a party? Chris, party. Board games. And hey, we don't gotta just do disco dancing, kid. We can play some more brand new music too. How about we pump up the tunes? Pump the tunes, pump the tunes. Ah. Yeah, she's fucking drunk off her ass. Chris, where are you going? You going to bed already? There are pancakes in the fridge if you want them, dear. Good night, honey. Unlucky, Bozo. Unlucky. Your mom's getting shagged in the back room. It's unfortunate. We aren't gonna let that happen. Right? Chris.
Don't forget, Chris. You promised. Oh. Go to chapter. Completely and utterly. Beautiful music, by the way. Very beautiful. Well done. The halfway mark has been attended, but it is still waiting. How much longer now? My deltarune. Oh. To be continued in Chapter 5, 2026. Ah, I'm in this year. Nice. Oh, shadows. What is this? It was a legend of hope, of dreams. It was a legend of lights, of dark. This is the legend of deltarune. Oh, even all this changed. I wonder why. But okay, well, anyways, that was good, bro. Really good, really good. I love that. I'm gonna be thinking about this for that last bit for a little bit. But yeah, that's the deltarune. We aren't done with deltarune yet, though. We still gotta go back and do that the fight, which is gonna take me a while, but I will do that. Hopefully by next time we'll do it, because I've been practicing off screen and I've gotten pretty far, but I'm not sure how much farther I need to go to be able to actually beat it. No clue whatsoever. We'll see. Hopefully by next stream we'll do it, and hopefully I don't end up doing it next stream, off next stream. Then we're just gonna have to go to the next game, which will be unfortunate. But yeah, that's the end of deltarune. God. An ending indeed. Well, time for the next segment.
So I guess the guy. So I guess the guy calls.
It Starts at Home by Abba and Preach. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Weird ass name. But yeah, It Starts at Home. I'm kind of curious on what this is talking about. Let's go on ahead and look into this.
Himself a prison doctor. He tries to do some kind of prevention program with a lot of young people to try to keep them out of prison. Sometimes it's therapy, sometimes it's meeting with the parents, etc., etc. So this is a young man who's complaining about the.
I have no clue. I've saved these videos like way back to get ready to actually react to them on stream. I have no clue what the hell this is talking about.
His mother's behavior and kind of explaining how it's messing him up.
She's the first person to not discipline you like a normal parent would.
You're saying she's provoking you. What you're saying.
Repeatedly. And it's to the point where it's like, what else am I supposed to do when I'm trying my best to stay calm and she's continuously trying to get you to where she's already at? And she wakes up and she's having a bad day.
Nigga, you gonna have a bad day. Did I just catch you trying to be happy? Bitch, not my house. That's the energy.
I understand this kid. I really do. That's sometimes in the Caribbean household, the only thing that you cannot. They hate when you're just not doing anything and you're chilling. They hate that. Your parents, they hate that. They gotta stress you out. Ooh, I understand the sentiment.
Any minor.
Yeah, being in a black household, that is a common thing when it's just like they just seeing you chilling, or when they're mad, it just throws off everything.
Inconvenience, she will make the most out of it. She can never be positive when she's having a bad day, ever. She can never. If one thing in her day goes bad, it's just she has to make it all bad for everybody else. It's a consistent thing, and just the way she treats not even me, the way she treats my siblings, all that stuff, it's ridiculous. And the way she talks to my dad too. My dad isn't perfect at all, but he's changed a lot.
Yeah, or her, or value. That hurt him. He said that, because that's when he broke down. And I can see in the way he changed his voice, I can show you. When he said that his friend died and the dog died and something else happened, he says whenever he's going through a bad day or he's going through something out there, whatever he's dealing with, he don't feel he can come talk to you about it. And then when he does talk to you about little things or whatever has happened, he doesn't get that same kind of like concern or that love or that coddling. Again, he's a child. He's 16, but he ain't grown. He's still a baby. He's 16. He's a kid. So they still be needing that attention, particularly from their mom. So if he's in an environment where he's seeing dad and mom argue, fight, he's seeing hostility and things going on, and then he's dealing with his own personal struggles out in the world, and then he's dealing with some other stuff mentally, and he's struggling like that, that's a lot.
You can see the kid shaking over there. You can see him sniffling. Some tears were shed. The mother in the video here definitely needs to start tuning in, because I understand that you might be bitter and resentful, but that's your job to manage that. And putting it down on your kids is one of the most unfair things, because you steal their sense of home away from them. That's why these little kids want to be outside all day long. And there's being outside because you go to the park, and there's being outside because you don't want to go home. Those are not the same. And I know kids like that even when I was growing up. Some kids didn't want to go home to avoid the beatings. Why? Because an angry parent, sometimes they just walk around looking for something to hit. The more time, the more opportunities for you to get hit. So it's just like,
want to avoid the nagging.
Right.
The nagging is. I think because you're saying that. I started laughing because you said, I get triggered when a woman is nagging. I got triggered. I'm like, oh, you used to?
Used to, yeah. I don't.
I still do. I get triggered, but I leave. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, we're not doing this.
You know, you just learn certain things over time. You're like, okay, you know, sometimes nagging is just the way the person's voicing the frustration with the fact that you're just not hearing them, and so that repetition is all they know to like try to get the point across. You have to be understanding of that, because sometimes you deserve to be nagged. I'm sorry.
Sure.
You know, so it's just like, I'm not saying I love nagging or now. You know what I mean?
You love it.
Love, but it just. I've mellowed out so much since I've like worked through a lot of this shit, and
I have no clue why I fucking like this video. why I saved this video. It's probably something I meant to fucking probably watch like by myself, because I mean I could get Dill into like talking about this, but it's like I don't know how personal I want to get with the internet. You know, I want to know how personal I want to get with like personal shit. I'll bring up something if it like, interests me, but I think this was actually something I meant to watch on my actual other personal account where I watch shit on my own time. Probably got this confused. That's probably why I have it here. Oh well.
It's a lot easier for me to manage. My childhood used to be a big problem for me before. Now I'm straight. I'm chilling.
I don't want to watch something and then stop watching.
Yeah, we know that.
That's why I moved out at 16, because I wanted home.
That little, that leg shaking.
Plus it's kind of depressing.
That.
I don't want my content to be depressing.
Home.
Yeah. I mean,
it was home.
The fact that he could even say this shit in front of another person, in front of his parents.
The way he's articulated.
But his parents are right there. His mom is there. The fact that I couldn't imagine have said that to anybody, in front of anyone at any point in my life. I could have never, I couldn't talk to my mom about anything till I was like 25, 26. And
Honestly, same. I was terrified of my parents. Never mind. I was terrified of them. Let's just say that.
already moved out for 8 years by that point. So it already shows to you how much progress we've made where a kid can even feel comfortable enough to say a lot of this stuff in front of their parents. Just saying. Again, standards are here. Parenting is like this, but the standards is shot up, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Moms can be horrible. They can influence you in the worst ways. They can shape you incorrectly and really set you down a bad path. And that's a real part of parenting. That's a real part of parenting. And oftentimes we talk about fathers and this and that, and I agree. But, you know, mothers, they can play that role too.
Parents do that sometimes. Stress you the out for nothing. It's like, what's wrong? Like, sometimes you try to figure out what's wrong with your parents. And you're like, yo, what did I even do? Start to question yourself. Is it me? They on the second floor. There's the first floor, which is the ground floor. There's the second floor with a bedroom at. My bedroom is in the basement. 9 in the morning. She wakes up for a room and start banging on my door and passing the vacuum. Mind you, she never passes the vacuum in the basement. I do. Acting like it's dirty and everything and stuff. Open up my door, screaming in my... I laugh. Of course I laugh. It's not my house. And it will remind you that it's not your house. You need to get the fuck out. This is what happening since... Well, I know why it was happening. It was happening because I disappointed in school. I was not... I that's what I believe. I believe that I was not my sister. My sister, she skipped a grade. I got left back. And the disappointment ensued and continued. Like, I couldn't do anything right and everything and stuff. It was more than that. It's just that the culmination was I was 23 when I was able to get a car. But before that, it's like you finish your whole day of track and field, your whole day of school, another practice of track and field. You go back home, you're tired, you're hungry. Mom wants to nag you about some bullshit. You ask her, please stop doing that because I'm not in the mood. She'll nag you and you go, stop. God forbid that I be chilling on the couch on a Saturday not doing it. God forbid. I'm 12 years old. My room is clean. God forbid that I just have my leg crossed on the couch. Yelling for what? Why are you yelling about?
You know, this is actually one of those interesting things because I think it pertains a lot to like immigrants specifically. But, you know, this is also part of that immigrant equation that people don't like to talk about. It's like people glorify immigrant life, but this is also a byproduct of that. You can't question your parents. You can't question the way they parent. You just have to be grateful, right? Like when you guys always talk about how the West is bad and you guys talk about how great immigrant, you know, like your native countries are or whatever, this parenting style is also part of that. You're not allowed to question them. You're not supposed to have open conversations with your parents. If I go back to my native country, if I go back to Ethiopia, you think people have real conversations with their parents about everyday life and their problems? I want it for that kid to be able to go, like he's stressing about somebody passed away, to be able to go talk to his parents, cry in front of them as the son and do all this stuff. But I just want to take a second to appreciate that people who want that and feel like that should be the standard is not the standard back home.
No, it's not. It is not. And I gotta give my parents some flowers because I was able to have at least a little bit of a conversation. But how much was I able to talk during that conversation? How much was I listened to and understood in that conversations? That's another story. But at least there was much more of a door.
Yeah,
I was able to put my thoughts out there. Whether I was being listened to or not, that's different. And you look at it and you're like, that was not cool. Mm-hmm. Oh man, we laugh, and we always laugh about that. We laugh about that trauma of getting beat and stuff like that, right? We always laugh about that, but that's not cool.
The parent that this guy's describing, I had it times 100. It was even worse, and that's why I moved out when I was 16. I was 16 going on 17. I moved out. My mom was like, I'm leaving. You can't. I'm gone. I'll have a part-time job. I'm not staying. And like, you know, the resentment that builds, like, I understand it completely. I can talk about it pretty openly today, very easily, not upset, nothing. Mostly because, like, me and my mom talked about it. We've figured it out. We've moved past it. She's changed tremendously. She's grown. So, like, me and my mom chilling now. We're really good friends. But at the time, I told her, like, yo, you was like an average mom. I'll be honest with you. Like, you weren't very good. But I also understood how I could forgive her because, one, I got to talk to her about it. But two, I didn't make excuses for her, but I did understand. Like you as a child, your job is not to make excuses for your parents' bad parenting, right? You can understand it because there is a reason. They learned from their parents, who weren't very good parents either. And the truth is, our standards for parenting have far surpassed the learning curve. Meaning, all these new ideas about how people should parent, the kind of openness they should have, these are all relative new concepts, and the parents haven't had time to catch up. So when you see a lot of shitty parents, vast majority of them learned it from someone before, and it was the standard. That's why we say oftentimes, like, I can see myself in this kid's experience because I had like a lot of parents go through the same thing because they all learned from the generation before. And there's no manual on parenting. I mean, there is now, but there wasn't when they was coming through. So they just learn generationally because you'll see it. And you know what's funny too? Your parent, as bad as they are, if you go check your grandparents, they were worse. So your parents are generally a toned down version of the bad habits your grandparents inflicted. Like I knew a kid who used to get beat by his dad. And when he had a conversation with his dad later on, he said, "Do you know how bad your grandpa used to beat me?" It was and I'm not saying this makes it okay. Again, it's just to understand the psychology about it. Where does this come from? Where does this parenting style come from? It's like, oh, okay. And like when I looked at my mom, it's like, I understand, you know, she's an 18-year-old, had very little to no moral support system, brought to this country, left to fend for herself in a lot of ways. My dad was involved in a lot of times, but they had their issues between each other. And here she is, doesn't speak the language super well, working 2-3 jobs, trying to buy this house, trying to raise these kids. And also the part that we never talked about at the time is like, she's resentful. That idea of no one else can be happy around me is resentment. Resentment that you don't treat about where your life has gone, what things that you've had to do, where you are, and how unhappy you are with everyday life. So then you see your offsprings happy, oblivious to what you've been through because you can't talk to them about it. Because who's going to talk to a child about infidelity? Who's going to talk to a child about war-torn countries and the realities of that? Or having to never... There's so many things. And so me hearing this kid's experience, I get it. 1,000%. And that does negatively impact you and set you on a bad path. And every kid...
Well, this gives me a lot of... What he's saying, it gave me a lot of perspective on, like, what I've been through personally. Again, I don't think I'm going to talk too much about this. Dang, this was because again, I can't talk. I don't want to talk too much about this because like I'm gonna be getting into too much personal shit, and I don't like doing that, especially for like on the internet. I don't even like doing that to like with personal friends. Like, I'm not doing it with like fucking strangers on the internet. I'm not letting this be a thing for me on stranger internet. So it's like, I probably shouldn't be fucking watching this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hoping he'll bring up something that I can talk about, but I don't know.
Should have access to, you know, parents who are able to listen to them when they're going through difficult things and be open to them. But knowing that and like understanding everything, I think the only thing you could do after the fact, if you just didn't have that in your childhood, is to hope that one day when your parent is willing to acknowledge some of the harm they've done, and then 2, willing to have that conversation with you. There's 2 things you have to do, right? And I think immigrant kids do 2 things. Either they make excuses for their parents all the time and then accept all the, you know, nasty shit that they do, or they resent them and then they basically just live with that resentment forever. I think neither of those things are good. It's not good to make excuses for them because they never have a chance to learn. They never have a chance to realize how wrong they are in some of their things. And then I also don't think it's good to just full on resent them forever because you hold on to that forever and you're never going to have that relationship with them. And maybe that's for the best in some situations. I'm not going to speak on everyone's parenting situation.
Yeah, you was talking, I was realizing, oh yeah, I'm a bit of a jackass. 'Cause my mom said exactly that. I was like, talking, you did this, you did that, you did that. She's like, you know how bad I got it? I'm like, okay, and your parents got it bad too. So what are we talking about? I'm talking about you and me. I understand that you live whatever the hell you lived, but I'm talking about this right here. And you live in that, you tone it down, it's cute, but it's not cute. I lived that. I didn't live what you lived. I'm sorry you lived that, but no, that's what we're talking about. That does not excuse the fact. It doesn't add to the conversation. Yeah, I understand where you're from. I understand all that, but yeah, no. Let's talk about what you did.
You don't think it excuses it?
No, it doesn't excuse it. It explains it. It brings context to it, but it's not a reason. It's actually the reason, but it's not. It's the cause, but not like, oh yeah, you should. No, you did that. You got to take.
Here's something I can also bring some light into this is that, like, yeah, you know that, like, your parents probably didn't do the best job of raising you. and like because of that you have some internal trauma, but also because of that you also have some things that you're probably going to pass down to your kid that you don't know that is really that bad because you don't really know, you know. Like there's gonna be some like new shit that you there's like some more impersonal internal shit that you're probably doing that you don't know. It's just like this goes deeper than just like more of a physical and mental thing, you know. It's more of like how like this makes you this turns you into how you act and how you think. You have to like relearn how to actually be like a person because of like where you grew up around, you know. Because like especially if you're like grew up in a bad neighborhood, you have to like relearn how to actually be a better person if you want to be in a better neighborhood. And it's just like that's not easy to do, you know, especially if you're in a neighborhood that's just surrounded in like just bad people, you know, just bad cultures.
Accountability for your actions. For example, if you have a problem in your relationship, right? You don't communicate well, and you're starting to have a conversation with your partner, and your partner is pointing out, oh, there's that you do, and your answer is, yeah, but that's because I was brought up that way. Yeah, cool, whatever, fix it.
Yeah, but here is informed by your lived experience. If you grow up only seeing sets of examples and that's all you know, expecting someone to do a 180 and be something completely different is not reasonable either. Progress is slow. You have to have that kind of grace. That's what I mean when I say our standards have far exceeded what were expectations of what reasonable change is.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you gotta also know that because like you're gonna because like if you grew up in an environment like this and you're trying to better yourself, you're gonna fuck up and most likely horribly because no one taught you how to actually do it the right way because you know your parents didn't do it nowhere near the right way. It's like you're gonna fuck up horribly, and then you just have to surround yourself with people who's gonna be patient and you know calm with you. You know, who's gonna actually take the time to actually help you learn how to actually be a better person.
Not even trying them to do a full on 180. They cannot raise me again. That time is gone. We're just talking about the hey, you did that. That happened. Stop denying the fact that it happened, or they either do two things. When you bring something up, they either deny the fact that it happened because they forget.
And also you gotta learn humility too, because like when you fuck up, you gotta also know how to say sorry too.
God, parents will forget sometimes what they did. I never did that. My mom told me I never beat you. I had to look at my sister. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the me? Never. What? Or whenever they don't forget and they remember what they did, they dodge it or they bring it. Oh, it's because of hey, yes, bring it back here. We're gonna talk about this because what you live, I unfortunately can't understand, do nothing about that. You know, I remember we did a video back then. And I said one thing that you could do is forgive your parents. You don't have to do it. I'm not in a situation, but one thing that helps you is forgive your parents, right, for what they did.
When you say forgive, what do you mean? Just so they understand.
For example, the actions, the stuff that they did that was not really rational, that you didn't understand at that time, you can forgive them about that. You know, like you said, they were learning.
Well, why should you forgive them?
Because they were learning to be a parent at the same time as you was learning to be a kid. Because it was, depending on the situation, of course, and I'm talking about the light stuff, not the heavy stuff where, you know, court is involved and everything and stuff, but the light stuff is like, they didn't necessarily understand all the ramifications of everything, and because of the way they was raised, you're like, all right, you know what, I understand, because you understand the context of how you was raised, what you escaped to be here. If I'm talking about racism here, they had it way worse. I can understand that, and while they were living that, they were raising me, so of course it was an X amount of pressure upon them, which I understand that. And if I transpose myself and I put a little bit of sympathy, transpose myself in your shoes, it would have been a lot for me as well. My mom was like, you don't have to forgive me for nothing. I'm like, okay, sit down. And we had a whole ass conversation. No, you don't have to. We were good parents. I'm not saying that, but you were not perfect.
Okay, maybe I'm gonna play your parents' advocate here.
Yes, of course you are.
What if I told you your parents were the best parents to come out of the Haitian diaspora? Would you say it's still not good enough?
No, that's not what I would say. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that it was not good enough. It was good enough because thanks to them, I am where I am at. there's some flaws. I'm not saying yes, it was not perfect. It was the best parents. Some of the best parents that came out of the Haitian diaspora, 100%. I acknowledge that. I know that. It's not so much like I shit on my parents every time I see them. I acknowledge the good thing that they do. Oh, remember those things? Yeah, I know some of my friends didn't have that. You have to acknowledge everything. I'm not just shitting on my parents every day, and I do understand that, but it's not perfect. No, it's not supposed to be. But if there's something that hurts you, you gotta tell them. If there's some shit that they did, you gotta tell them. Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. No, but this happened. I don't have ill against my parents. I'm chilling with them. I'm cool with them. You've seen me with my parents, and you're still to this day amazed at how I talk to my parents. You're like, yo, shit, nigga, I could never have the conversation that you're having with your parents. That's something that is foreign to me. So it's not like I shit on my parents every day. We laugh, we say some dumb shit most of the time. I go to see my parents most of the time. Me, my sister, most of the time, it's some dumb shit.
I think there's two almost like irreconcilable truths about children and parenting. All kids deserve a loving and open home, and vast majority of parents are unequipped to provide that, or at least that was the case in previous generations.
Sure.
So on one hand, you gotta acknowledge that people were never given the tools for a lot of the stuff that people are wanting, and kids do deserve that. So how do you manage these two things? I don't know. I don't know the answer. I think it's tough because, again, this comes back to what I said before, which is our standards for what parents should be doing has just shot through the roof with social media and this last 20 years. But have parents is learning and all these things count? I don't think so. I don't even think it's close. And with that in mind, it's like, how do you give grace whilst also acknowledging that on the other side of that grace is a child who may...
Yeah, because this, you gotta also understand, like, because of the standards, because of like social media and whatnot, like people people like it would be the equivalent, like how like how high the standard is. It would be like trying to fly. It would be like trying to jump off of a bird to like airplane level, pretty much. To face the standards from somewhere where like I or even majority of the black community even come from. You know, there's like trying to like fit all that in, because it's like you would have to like take your time and actually learn and be a better person to actually even comprehend, even get into like there, because like people don't even like comprehend like why it even is that bad to actually hit your kid, you know? Because like I understand why, like me personally, I understand why it's bad to hit your kid, and I also understand why people do hit their kid, because like it's parenting on easy mode. Like if you physically discipline your kid, like for them to learn, that's pretty much parenting on easy mode. Like I get that. It still helps. Obviously not doing it to like just to make yourself feel better, because like if you're hurting your kid to make yourself feel better, then obviously yeah, you don't do that. But if you're hurting your kid for them to learn, then obviously then that's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time with that, it's like if you're hitting your kid to teach them, you're teaching them not to do it. You're not teaching them why it's bad. You get what I mean? Like instead of just like telling them why it's wrong and why they shouldn't do it, and just like let life lessons teach them, and like let them actually let out their emotions, you know, from time to time. Instead of like doing that, you're pretty much like creating a follower rather than someone who's going to be a leader, you know?
They've been neglected in a lot of ways that are important. I don't know. It's not an easy answer. I think you forgive your parents not because you make them feel good about what they do. You don't even have to forgive them by talking to them. You can forgive them by yourself. Forgiving them, to me, is one, acknowledging what they did to you that was harmful, which is important because a lot of kids don't even want to do that. And then secondly, it lets you let go of that resentment, because I know some kids who just grow up resenting their parents forever, and they hold on to that negative emotions, and it feeds to even how they end up parenting.
And then they become exactly what they resent.
Or worse, they try to become the opposite. Either way, you're kind of governed by your past experience. Either you become that, or you try to become the opposite of that as much as possible. had the same thing for a long time. I used to get triggered when I heard nagging. Like if a woman nagged me, I'd lose my fucking mind. And it's like sometimes folks might nag you in minor ways. It's not crazy, but I used to not be able to manage that at all. That was me doing the opposite of what my mom did to me, right? And there's other little things like that from my father or whatever, where it's just like, just wasn't good. I thought this was a good video, and I hope, you know, this family figures it out. But anyone watching at home, your kids are not your emotional punching bag. They are not your emotional sponge either. You have a responsibility to protect them. If you're not feeling great, that doesn't mean you got to come home and pretend to be happy. But it does mean that you should have a responsibility to not make your feelings everyone else's feelings. To not steal their happiness because you're unhappy. To not steal their moments because you're not enjoying your moments or your period in life. That's theirs.
Yes.
So that's what I'll say.
Mm-hmm. You don't get to unload on your kids because your shit is.
No. But I mean, listen, it was a good discussion. Maybe you guys disagree on parts. You know, maybe you feel like we should be less forgiving of bad parenting and stuff like that. And look, I say bad parenting, it's a spectrum, right? Like, I don't think we should have that much grace with people beating their kids and all this other shit, but it is important. It's important to really understand, especially for the immigrants watching. Go talk to your parents. Oh, how about that? No. Go talk to your parents and have some candid conversations about their parents and what they learned.
Yes.
And you're going to probably get a good history lesson on some fucked up shit.
Yes.
That's if they're even open enough to talk to you. Because most parents I know who are immigrants would never tell you the truth. How many times is you niggas getting older, and only as you get older, you're like, oh, that's why this uncle's in prison, or that's why we don't talk to this person, or they hide so much, and they
I don't know. I barely know half my relatives, barely. Shit, I only have like one grandma now, like grandparent, and I don't even I barely know her. Don't really care to.
Do it to protect you, and I understand to a degree, but it's actually bad because it doesn't let you really see the environment that's shaping them. It's actually one of the worst parts of it. They hide so much, and there's so much, like, maybe y'all different.
What I hate about that shit, the shit that you just said, just to believe on that, is whenever they hide so much shit about the family to you, and then you talk to such and such person, and then you tell them, and you're like, you spoke to that person? And like,
was I not
what do
supposed
you
to?
mean I'm not supposed to? We don't talk to that person. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna know if you don't tell me, lady. And then I'm out there looking like a fool because whatever exchange I had with the person was kind of awkward, and I was wondering why. You hide so much shit.
Whew. I'm in the same boat. But yes, let us know what y'all think in the comments.
Let's roll.
Bisous.
All right. That was interesting. I mean, yeah, it was a pretty interesting video. I liked it, but it wasn't a good video for me to react to. Oh. Why did it go to here? Damn. I didn't say that. I didn't say you can go to here.
So I guess this guy calls himself the prison doctor.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. It was a pretty interesting video. It like I said, it was I liked the video, but just like it wasn't something that I was comfortable with really, reacting to. So yeah, yeah. Also made me realize that why I probably am also terrified of women. Or it's probably also because I'm just a fucking neek. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Yep. Get the fuck out. I'm depressed now.